Welcome back to the channel. What's good, y'all? We stop playing. Hey, I hope y'all having a fantastic day. It's time to get back into another reaction. Today, we focusing on the truth about interracial dating. God, what a topic. I'm definitely curious to hear what y'all think, because for me personally, I don't care what you got going on. It ain't none of my business. I remember back in the day, I used to be like, hey, why is that gentleman with her? Or why is that beautiful black queen with this white dude? But now I just got to the point where I don't even ask questions anymore. You do what you do what's best for you. You do what you like. Ain't even none of my business. But let's go ahead and see what Antonio got to say about this. It's from Antonio Speaks. I've been watching his videos for a little minute. My man going crazy, but he does talk about a lot of good topics, so I understand why.
Interracial dating. Now, at one point in time in American history, this was not legal to do so. In fact, it was only 50 years ago. June 12, 1967, interracial marriage was legalized by the Supreme Court decision in Loving versus Virginia. Now, in 2025, we see interracial couples on a daily. Hispanic and blacks together, Asian and whites together, but the most common, and the one we're going to be highlighting in today's video, black and white relationships. Now, I want to say this first and foremost. Love who you love, but keywords, love. I feel like most of these interracial relationships, especially the black and white ones, are founded off of fetishes. God damn. And this is just something that
Fetishes. Oh my goodness, what is that? Hold up. Fetishization. Hey Siri, how do you spell fetishization? That's tough. She didn't even know what I was talking about, but it's something in there. A fetish. Let's just go with fetish.
it has always happened in history. The hypersexualization of black men and women.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you say you like black men, but the only thing you like about them is the stereotype of a BBC, you do not like them. You fetishize them. If you say you like black women, but the only thing you like about us is the stereotype of a big butt, you do not like us. You fetishize us. We are people. We are not sex objects. We have thoughts, feelings, emotions, great conversation. We are not.
I feel like we've been fetishized. Wow, what a word. My goodness. I'm be struggling with this all day. For decades, man. For decades. Especially once they discovered our our stamina in the bedroom. For the black men, obviously our sexual organ. How large it can be. Also, I guess, I don't know, I guess how you put it down better in the bedroom than the old dudes that they was with, or the men that they were with at that time. And then ever since it's become more of a talking point, that's unfortunately a point that gets brought up a lot. I didn't go to an all-white school, but I had a homegirl who went to an all-white school, and who kind of told me, she was like, people always talked about, you know, how big her body parts were, how large they were. And I also run into the top. I also see that when white girls talk to me, they surprisingly tell me how often white males ask them if they've been with black men. It's almost like there's an issue. It's so strange. But yeah, I think people just be focused on us. I'm telling you, we famous. We are famous. White people love black people. We are talked about so much. Besides any other race, we are talked about. We just own their minds. We're just there. We locked in up there. And it's like, why are y'all so fascinated with a race that y'all enslaved and basically treated like less than? But we almost are obsessed with this race of people. You get what I'm saying? Isn't it kind of strange? Isn't it kind of strange? Interesting.
Here for your sexual enjoyment.
We're going to start this video off by talking about the black man and white woman combo. A lot of the times when these white women get with black men, it's either for three reasons. It's the fetish aspect, the rebellion aspect, or true love.
Hey guys, today I'm here with Riley.
And
Toya.
okay, guys, the question today is, why do you guys love black guys?
Oh. BBC.
Once you go black, you never go back. This was just a saying
It's like kids. What in the world? They don't even look over the age of 15. What is going on?
to me until I experienced it myself firsthand.
I
Oh, me
think
off.
that the black man and the white
Damn,
woman just
so much
liked each other.
So much emphasis. Sheesh, is she okay?
Y'all want to know why we like y'all's black men? Because they not y'all's black men. They're not. You don't know shit. You know, way back in the day, since we gotta go way back there. You know how we were separated and there was still sneaky stuff going on, right? But as you know, things evolved, you know, got better. We started to mingle together, and that made a lot of us white and black folk happy. It did. And then we got to mingle together even more, and I think that the black man and the white woman just liked each other.
Now I want to get into the rebellious aspect. Most of these white men do not want their daughters talking to black men. And if you're a white person, I'm pretty sure we know those conversations y'all parents have had with y'all. Now a lot of white kids get into that rebellious phase in their life. 16, 17, 18, they don't want to listen to their parents. And to give them the middle finger, they go find them a black person to talk to. And this is where things get rocky, because say she gets pregnant. There's no connection. There is no understanding of each other's culture. So this is where we get into the topic of biracial with the white mom. This topic was trending on TikTok lately, and it was just stating how you could tell the difference between a biracial kid with a black mom versus a white mom.
Whether or not you other half-breeds want to digest it and understand it and take accountability for it is the fact that having a white mom is different than having a black mom, socially and psychologically.
But I've been saying that since I was in middle school. I always noticed the mixed kids, especially when it black and white, obviously, depending on what race the mom is, depends on actually, depends, especially if you have both parents in the household, depends on who the child tends to hang out with, like what ethnic group the child tends to hang out with. Or if you want to switch it up and say, if whatever race the parent is, the one parent household, whichever parent that is that's raising the child tends to be the ethnic group or the race that they tend to hang out with in school. So for example, I knew a girl in middle school, beautiful mixed girl, but she lived in a one parent household and her mom was white, and she only hung around white people. And the same with the mixed boy that I knew, so on and so forth. And then I started noticing in high school, I knew a couple mixed niggas. I don't know why I had to double think about that. I knew a couple mixed niggas, and the main person, the one parent that they had was if it was their mom or if it was they were black, and they mainly hung around black people. And you kind of, it's weird. You gotta pick a side. And even if you do have both parents in that household, usually the mom tends to swing the vote on what crowd you end up hanging around. It's very strange. It's interesting.
When people say that mixed kids with black moms are different than mixed kids with white moms, they're talking about the fact that mixed kids with black moms typically tend to not grow up to be coons and colorists.
Racist white people raise a daughter. That daughter decides to then become rebellious. But what does she do as an act of rebellion? She goes and sits on top of a black pen. The issue is she then makes a baby. But before the baby gets here, she has not done the work to get rid of the inherent racism that she has inside of herself.
No, but can we talk about how us biracial folks, that's me, with white moms can be the most problematic, because a lot of times our white mothers will expect us to take on identities that reflect their own, because the sacrifice of motherhood is so severe that they kind of want their biracial black presenting children to reflect their white experience.
It's like I didn't fit in with nobody.
When did this whole Stitch thing start? I think it's so stupid. But anyway.
Constantly fighting. So
did your mother have those conversations with you about how to fit in with black boys?
She didn't know how to.
That's my point.
So, but I didn't listen to her. It was my mama's only response to everything is y'all better stick together. If your brother fight, you better fight. So we're constantly fighting, and then I'm getting my ass whooped because I'm fighting. But mama, you told me don't let him talk to me like that. He called me white. I'm not white. Well, you are. Well, no, the I'm not. The little white kid called me a nasty name or whatever. Well, why you getting mad at them? But just overlook it. I can't overlook it. I can't overlook no white boy calling me a N-word. I can't overlook that, mama.
And just even in America, going by the traditional household, the man is out.
Isn't it fascinating how you can be mixed, and even though you mix with black and white, in white people's eyes, you still a nigga. There is no you're white. You just a nigga. No matter what's mixed in there, if there's even a hint of black, you a nigga. If there's a hint of Mexican, you're Mexican. If there's a hint of Asian, you're Asian. Unless it just really just does not stand out. But specifically with the black genes, it's so strong. You can tell that it's mixed in there. You just automatically get swayed all the way to the right side, which you just a nigga. That's it. There's nothing else. There's no option for you to just be a white person. Nope, that's not an option. I find that very, very interesting. It's crazy.
Out working and the woman is home taking care of the kid. The white mom, she has her white mother. Her white mother has a white man. So it's like she's just going to instinctively go by the white standards. A lot of these black men that go for these white women, they kind of suppress their blackness to cater to her. Some of the times the black men actually want that. They want to distance themselves from their blackness. So like I said, the whole foundation is just bad. Speaking of black men, let's talk about why they go after white women. The fetish aspect, white women are perceived to be quiet, feminine, non-aggressive, and things of that nature.
Black women gonna eventually leave you. At some point, they'll leave you. Some white girls ain't going nowhere.
It's the 8th time, Ben.
Bitch, get back in that house. Get back in that house. I told you I went to the store.
You like white girls?
I love white girls. White girls are feminine, they're caring, they come in different hair colors, different eye colors. They have their own unique touch to.
Sheesh, oh, dang. He low-key throwing shots at the black woman for no reason. We love our black queens. Our black queens come with the different hair colors, the beautiful eyes, the beautiful shape. Man, show some love to the black queens. Talking about some different hair color, different color eyes. Black women come with the same thing.
Number 2, they are self-hating. They don't like themselves.
What would you say you're looking for in a real one?
This right here, man. Snow bunnies.
Oh, you like the white women?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, that's why you're here, and I'm happy to have you.
Look at this weak lineup. Look at this weak-ass lineup. Oh, man. And let's go back and look at him.
2, they are self-hating. They don't like themselves.
What would you say you're...
Look. It all makes sense, right? It all makes sense because that lineup weak as hell. If you would have invited me on that show, I'd been like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I'm good on all that.
You're looking for in a real one.
This right here, man. Snow bunnies.
Oh, you like the white women?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
What does he have on his neck? What is that? Is that an Egyptian chain?
Okay, well, that's why you're here, and I'm happy to have you here. Now, let's go for this. In relationships, there are heartbreakers, deal breakers, red flags. What's something you wouldn't tolerate in a relationship?
I don't date black women.
Well, okay, that doesn't have anything to do with a deal breaker. So can you focus on qualities, not color, but quality?
I wonder why.
Okay, well, I don't like a loud woman.
Okay.
White women are quiet. Black women are loud.
Okay, so give me a quality. So you don't like loud.
Yes.
You want a submissive woman.
Yes.
You have one more.
Yes.
Without color.
I like nice hair when I could rub my fingers through it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
White women, hair silky. Black women, nappy wigs falling all off.
He's confused. I can't. I'm gonna skip past him. You're not finna disrespect black women.
3, they are doing it out of spite to black women because they don't like black women and they want to show them that, hey, I got a white woman.
Listen to me when I'm talking to you lot. I'm listening. Because you lot don't like to listen. I'm listening. I don't
Ooh,
date black women.
they all beautiful.
Because you don't like to get put in your place. And when you get,
place?
Your place.
Which
and when you
place?
get put in your place, you think you got taught like a man.
That's why they were cheating on you then.
You're not men.
That's why they were
Watch
cheating
this.
on you.
Stay in
Yeah,
your
that's why
place.
they cheated on
Yeah?
you. Wrote to
In the UK, they got some. I need to slide over there. I ain't know they had some beautiful women like this over there in the UK. Okay, but yeah, he talking crazy. He need to relax. That's the problem. Men be trying to just do too much sometimes. Just chill. You turn a little sassy when you get to arguing back and forth because you mad because you can't get your point across, or she not listening to you. To me, that sounds like a personal problem. If your woman ain't listening to you, or your past experiences, they ain't listening to you, sound like a personal problem to me. Still love my black queens.
I know, and that's why I'm never gonna be in your proper member again. Yeah, I'm not with black women because you don't like to get put in your place.
Apologies,
Listen, listen. Apologies where?
Apologies.
Oh wait, you just wait. Did she just shoot? Did she just shoot? Go. Where's your hair?
Another thing that we could talk about is, it seems like some of the most successful black men go for white women or women of other races. I won't necessarily say this to be true, as I'm gonna put some stats up on the screen, but majority of men that make over 100K in the black community talk to other black women. I will say that I do see a rise of athletes and college players that do talk to black women as black men. But I think we can break this down into very simple terms. Most of these
I know I'm pausing a lot, but it is my video. So leave me the fuck alone. But I will say on this part right here, I think it's because most of the top athletes, the colleges that they go to are primarily white colleges. So you don't see too many black women there. So you're going to go for what you see. Also, sometimes a lot of the high schools they go to, especially the D1 high schools, it's going to get them the record. I said D1 high schools. The high schools is up there that's going to get them to where they need to be, or you're going to provide them the resources and recognition to get them to the college that they want to be. Most of the time, those are primarily white high schools as well. So when you used to seeing something all the time, you're not going to venture off. You're going to go for what's already there. So I think that's why, specifically when it comes to athletes, I think that's why they move in that way. And then even maybe sometimes actors and actresses, when you constantly only see one ethnic group in, the environment that you work in, that you live in, you tend to go with what you always see, what you're familiar with.
These D1 schools are predominantly white. Most of the women that they're interacting with are white women. And 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be talking to their high school girlfriends. So they're going to play in that snow. And my only concern with this is that these NBA players, football players, they're receiving life-changing money, generational wealth. So it's like, instead of keeping all of that money intact and going into the black community, they're just giving it right back. I'm sorry.
I use the Patrick Mahomes theory. Patrick Mahomes' dad, dark-skinned man, get with a white woman, then create athletic kids, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. Very fair-skinned man gets with white woman, boom, and then now look at his kids. His kids look completely white. And what are those kids more likely to align themselves with? Other white people. And so now we just took away our talent in millions of generational millions and gave it back to the white community.
Now let's move on to the white man, black woman combo. Like I stated with the biracial mom, contrary to that, a white man will embrace the woman's blackness. Her blackness is probably what attracted him to her. So a lot of the times the white man ends up like consuming that energy. And that is why the black girlfriend effect has been trending on TikTok.
Yeah, because I feel like it's natural for men to consume a woman's energy. Why do you think he said the other way around? When black men are with white women, they tend to be very conservative. They tend to almost kind of trying to distance themselves from their blackness. They start to dress different. That's the same on the other way. When white men tend to date black women, I mean, you see the whole style change. They get the chain, they get the sweater, they get the lineup. The lineup be crisp instead of whatever they be having going on. I feel like it's natural for men to want to adapt to their women, and vice versa. The women adapt as well, but most of the time you see a bigger change in the man, especially if it's a really healthy, loving relationship.
All right, we got living proof that the black wife effect is real. Travis Kelce, before, when he used to date black girls, apparently. Travis Kelce now, he dates Taylor Swift. He looked like he went from smelling like Creed to smelling like rich mahogany. He looks like the the type of guy that might sit his nieces and nephews on his lap and tell them a story before bed. He looks like the type of guy that smokes a pipe and wears slippers at home. Magnum PI vibes. I'm getting Magnum PI vibes, guys.
It's funny because it's like just an ordinary white dude and then he just turns into a swagged out, cool looking guy. This was just a quick video that I wanted to break down about interracial couples, specifically black and white. And listen, do what makes you happy. Just do not put down another group of people to justify your dating. Also, some of the greatest people in the black community have come from black and white interracial relationships. Malcolm X is one, even though he was just 25% white. Still, his mom was half white. Bob Marley, Barack Obama, the list can go on and on. I will say this though, man, I am a proponent of black love. You know, I'ma put that out there. Black love first. I feel like just me as a black man, I don't think anyone else could love me to the fullest other than a black woman. Listen, I hope y'all enjoyed this video.
Factual. I'm a proponent of black love, but I'm also gonna tell you, you love who you love. You fall in love with whoever you want to fall in love with. You like who you like, you date who you want to date. I'm not going to be the one to tell you what to do and what not to do. That's your business, not mine. But I will say, I'm going to stick with my black queens. I think the only race that I'll venture off to is the Hispanic women. There's some beautiful women. But other than that, I feel like black women are the only ones that can love me the way I want to be loved. But other than that, I would definitely love to hear what y'all think. Drop your comments in the comment section. Other than that, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Take it easy.